Okay, before we can actually add the strings, which I've just said we're going to do, we actually have to do a lot more detail on the guitar. So I've started doing this using shapes. So I've used some rectangle shapes to draw on this black section down here and this silver metal section down here. Some circles for these dials. I've got one of those, which I need to add another one in a minute. And these long oval shapes, the best way to do those is to draw a rectangle and then use the adjuster tool. Let me just put a rectangle on the screen for you to see. I'll make it a darker colour. Draw a rectangle in and use the slider to make it a rounded rectangle. So you can make those, they're actually white, aren't they, those ones that sit on top there that are rounded, using that rectangle tool. And then I've also gone along the neck of the guitar and drawn frets in. Now I've just counted them having done this, and there's 22 there, and I've not quite done enough on mine. But if you get the white line tool, so get your line, make sure your line colour is set to white, not your fill colour, your line colour, and set the line colour up here to half a point, 0.5 points. That gets you a nice thin line. You can do all your frets, and if you want to try and be really accurate, I think you need to draw about 22. And then after that you need to have a go at drawing the top bit of the guitar here. But before I do that, actually, let's just have a think about colouring some of these in. You can have a go at making this look more metallic. Let's see whether the bevel and emboss have any effect on that. So I make it a nice grey, and there I'm forgetting to do the fill colour. Let's pick up the same colour. It's very fiddly. Right, let's go and do this with the bevel and emboss. Let's see if I can get a nice light and shade effect on here. So I'm going to use a filter effect. If I move it over here, I can see what I'm doing. No, it's not going to let me. Try and adjust this angle. No, it's not very happy about me doing this whilst I'm filming it. Let me try one more time. Okay, well you could, oh, let's go to bevel, that's why. There we go, right. So if I try changing that bevel, I don't know if you can see, but it is having an effect on the actual circle. Let's make it a tiny bit deeper. I'll try that and see what it looks like. Oops. It gives it a slightly more standout effect, and you could adjust that to get a really strong outline and a nice bit of light and shade on that circle to make it look like a dial. So we can get a stronger outline on that, it would look even better. So really it's all about adding detail now, and then we can add some of these circles on perhaps, and add the lines on to be the strings. So I think maybe before adding the strings you should draw the neck of the top bit of the guitar, the tuning section up here that joins the neck here. Try drawing this shape using an outline, and try drawing the little pegs in that you tune the guitar with, and you can see if you can put a wood effect in there, and then have a go at doing the strings. I'm actually going to stop the tutorials now at this point, because I think you should have enough skills to have a go at creating something that looks like a finished guitar. And the more time you have, the more detail you can put on, the more realistic it's going to look. But if you can get a guitar like this, that looks a bit like this one, with the top section put on and the strings done, then I'll be really pleased with that.